15 years ago, inside a massive concrete cathedral of steel and conveyor belts, the air hummed with the electric pulse of a million moving parts. Jesus stood amidst the towering yellow bins and the relentless whir of the sorters, watching Jeff look at a stopwatch, measuring the seconds between a wish and its fulfillment. He wasn't just managing a logistics network. He was perfecting the flywheel. He realized that in the kingdom of commerce, friction is the enemy of the soul, and he was determined to burn every obstacle away. Back then, the world was still bound by the limits of waiting. We accepted that things took time to arrive, that the out-of-stock sign was a fact of life. But Jeff? He was like a commander of a silent army that never slept. He built a labyrinth of warehouses that spanned the continents, turning the map of the world into a giant vending machine. He didn't just want to sell you a book. He wanted to own the very air through which your desires traveled. He planted a seed that the workers called the grind, but the divine called it the pursuit of the absolute. The headlines grew sharp. The machines are replacing the people. The pace is too fast. Where is the heart? But Jesus smiled, because he knew the burden of the provider. To feed a multitude, one must first master the art of the harvest, even if the harvest is made of silicon and sweat. For this expansion, Jeff became the architect of the infinite shelf. He traded the sweater of the academic for the vest of the laborer, walking the concrete floors until his boots were worn thin. He obsessed over the last mile, knowing that the final few steps to a doorway are the hardest steps in the universe. He spent his nights looking at heat maps of global demand, ensuring that when a child cried for a toy or a mother needed bread, the prime machinery was already in motion before the prayer was even finished. In the blurred motion of the delivery vans racing against the sun, the gears of instant gratification started to click. It was efficient. It was ruthless. It was a miracle of organization. Jeff was proving that a grain of wheat, if it is harnessed to a wheel that never stops turning, can feed a planet while the rest of the world is still asleep. The warehouses were vast and the light was artificial, but in that mechanical dance, the prophet of the long now was rewriting the heartbeat of human civilization,